Celine, Vian. Hold on, let me say hello, I miss now. Marissa, Marison, something like that. Good night. Dwayne, Vian, Sherfa Rose, Celine Brown, Fergie. Uh, oh Lord, I want me to start with. Eat my food first. Oh my goodness, I forget to say this lady this. Tomorrow I need to wash this. I don't want to forget it because sometimes my brain I remember nothing. Anyway, you remember Saturday night we were talking about the space something. I say drink nice and cool. Oh, what is again? I never remember her name. Nice and cool, man. I tell you, man. Yeah. And we were talking about, and I think some of us on the platform, they not to agree, but I think more clear now we can agree, right? That not never go like that. No, I just see this one.
We surpass the furthest distance humans have ever traveled from planet Earth. We do so in honoring the extraordinary efforts and feats of our predecessors in human space exploration. We will continue our journey even further into space before Mother Earth succeeds in pulling us back to everything that we hold dear. But we most importantly choose this moment to challenge this generation and in the next to make sure this record is not long-lived.
Lovell, Swigert, and Hayes flew 248,655 statute miles away from Earth. Today, for all humanity, you're pushing beyond that frontier.
So they are telling us that they go 4,000 miles from the star. Hear me, the star. 4,000 miles. And how the moon look with craters. But they are 4,000 miles away from it. And that's the closest human get to it. So if anybody did have a doubt when I was telling them that them can't go there. And the open knowledge increase and open to us now. You see when God put them something up there? No man can't go there. All of them star and moon and sun. And when we're up in the plane and you look and you see one of that deep blue way up there, no man can go there. So, me just come back for start off tonight for talk about it. Me not talk about it all tonight. Me gonna talk about Mark Golding situation, but not Mark Golding, Dennis Gardner situation. But I say a lie them did I tell you. No man not got no moon. Lie. If man couldn't go there 72, why them not go there now? Why take them so long to go back? Why take them so long if you go back? And why them I said can't go the same thing like what them in the 72? They should have done greater now. With more modern technology. 4,000 miles, me just see say the closest they go. And they are saying, so them a contradict themselves. All of we did believe it as a child because that them did tell when we were in a school then teach with. But now, God allow if we see it for ourselves and know say a lie they were telling us. Lie.
No, no, no way. No way. Shanoya Douglas is going insane at Carifta Games, yeah. 22-11? Oh my goodness. This is just unprecedented. Really. 22-11. Oh my goodness. This didn't even look like a race. I mean, from the beginning, you could tell from the first 3 steps it was barbecue chicken. Damn.
Off they go first time of asking. All eyes on Shanoya Douglas. She gets up well, already covering her teammate Latrice East as she turns into the home stretch. It's Shanoya Douglas of Jamaica running away with this one. The battle will be on for the minor pacing. It is Shanoya Douglas of Jamaica. Latrice East in second. On the inside, Brian Barnett of Haiti is there as well. But Shanoya Douglas, oh my word! What if that is right? Let's wait and see the official time.
The girl I run like a rocket.
It really wasn't a race. I mean, they was in the race, but
The length where she give them. Who comes second about 25 meters away. The girl I run like a crazy man, I tell you. You ever say everybody come now and give her scholarship and want her to come run for them. Jamaica fi stop it. Stop sending with athletes. Anytime they go overseas, they mash up. Most of who stay at Jamaica make it more than who left go foreign. And I watch the whole thing about it. All who stay, anytime they left, they mash up. Because this little girl where did go on so good when she got idle and left go on college at Florida. She never run good again. Yeah, man. She's very humble. Because guess what? She could have gone on top school, or as what we call it in Jamaica, you know. She chose a little country school and go there. And that's humility. Me not sure Diego. Me not sure Walla all of them school. Top school, or what we call top school. Would have make her an offer. And she stayed on a country there. And I shine like a diamond. Yeah, but before me get mixed up, I want to finish that about this. Brianna Lister, exactly. You notice how she mash up? The girl was doing so well. Your son run and you're not sending. No, make them stay. Me tell you, for some reason, when them go overseas, them career mash up. So Shelly and Fraser, stay at Jamaica. Elaine, stay at Jamaica. Usain, stay at Jamaica. Asafa Powell, stay at Jamaica. All the rest of them were them not shine. Them just me not know something not right. Me not know. Them have to stay at Jamaica. I can't answer why. But there is just something about when them stay at Jamaica. I don't know why. Distraction. I think that's what it is. The hype and the distraction. You get it right, Vian. I think that's the answer. What do you mean by that not sound good? Isn't that the truth? All of the athletes then will get scholarship and go to a United States of America. How much of them progress? Culture shock could be, but something, me don't know. I think it's the hype of it and they go see life a little different and it changed their mindset. I don't know. I can't believe it's a Brianna list and they're on top of the list right now. Look at the two twins. The two twins stay at Jamaica and they're doing well. They're doing well. All right. Yeah, so back to where we start. This is no man, on the top up a screen on YouTube. But can't die sit down. How much minute now and just 4 thumbs up? No, sir. May as well go on my bed go sleep. Come on, and I keep top up a screen. All right. All right, I notice a lot of people try to call me on this phone. Let me tell you something again. I don't know if I explain myself over and over and over. See this phone is what I use for my YouTube channel. You see more time if you all see it on, and somebody message me one day and say, oh, you never sleep. No, sometimes let me hear and me use it. Me leave it right here. So I remember so I not take it off of WhatsApp or what. So there's no way I go up on WhatsApp all night and not sleep. That can't happen. I go sleep. Right? But to say that, sometimes when you call me, I am not where this phone is. So I prefer if you not call me when I'm sitting right here before the camera. Anything one I want to share, we can share it with each other. I have other things to do. I can sit down and take call. So this WhatsApp that I use for the channel is not my private WhatsApp number. I'm going to give her my private number. So it's a different phone. No wonder when I stream on. So I make that clear. So sometimes you call me, I cannot answer. That WhatsApp is for the channel. So it's best to get me when I'm sitting here. Yeah, them not do well when they go overseas with it running. They not do well. I can't remember when last none of them are do well. So now we see clearly that we were tricked. And from now on, we must instill in our people. Let me tell you something about man. Today, while I was looking at the thing, I was saying to myself,
our science team helped us out with a couple of relatively fresh craters on the moon that have not been previously named, and our crew would like to propose a couple of potential names for those items or those areas.
so my God, moon, God name,
We'd like
moon.
to suggest is a named crater in honor of our great spacecraft integrity. And the second one, and especially...
Let me tell you something, Joseph Johnson. You know better come write another people name and come over here and think something and not say you. So when you come here and write your name, I say you write your name, so your name George, right? So now you come over here tonight and come write your name, so your name Marlon Morgan and what a toxic program. Then what the hell you come over here for? If you know say over here toxic, where you come here for? Why are you here? So you're just as toxic. And all over here with toxic with one another. Alright, you're not welcome over here. Get off. You mean I know say him? Me know say this man a top follow my tail like a chicken. Me know no Marlon Morgan. You know nothing to do a big old tough talking man like you. Go find something to do with your life. Why not Marlon Morgan that? Get off here. Get off here. Get off. You're not ashamed. No care where run, you still come present yourself. If you hold and sad, Angela. And a Marlon Morgan Fergie. No pay no mind. Me not it have a trait, you know. Some people don't understand say you're gonna know them anyhow. And a Marlon Morgan. A Judas Johnson. A Judas Johnson. Same walk all over and imitate people name. But you're going, go on, man. You're going to buck up one of them day. Don't worry yourself. Me don't know when you want over here every time. You can like you sit down and wait for my channel. I follow me. I put my pan notification. He's a Grinch. More than a Grinch. Anyway, back to the story before me go in a Mark Golden story. I hope you understand me by now. Are the wrong person would have that the crush him would have crush himself to death. Them are careless, man. A careless people, them the Fergie. Not my type. A careless people, them there. Them have to go walk on social media and work for them party. For work one little $3,000 for work and scroll people. It's not my type. Not my type. Not even for turn guard, no, I don't want them for. I don't want them the kind of people around me. Because all of your business would have gone on the road. Anyway. No distraction here tonight. So now we finally hear so them can't go near the moon. 4,000 miles that NASA. Them spent millions of dollars. Millions of dollars so them go on the moon. And all if you hear now so them go 4,000 miles from the moon. No, that one is nice. This one is really, really nice. $4,000 miles from the moon. So I zoom, you have to zoom in. Oh, far. But I want to reason yes or no. I want to talk to me now, right? How far? How far? What kind of binoculars are what kind of, they said, they were going to cut off communication for a while, right? So if we were going to cut off communication for a while, how them get connection? I want to follow the whole thing, I'm telling you, I'm going to pay attention. I tell you, when you pay attention, you learn. So I am paying attention to this. Listen to me. We don't labor right on the torment, Torment, torment. The corruption, torment, corruption. So you left and over YouTube now, you're going to TikTok. You know, one different name now. And think me not going to still know say you. Because you're fool. You know, say you're nonsense. Just senseless. You don't know, say I'm going to say you just come off of YouTube and come over TikTok. No, but Fergie, me tell you for one night. But just read it a while ago, there are 4,000 miles. They can't go no further. And then them I say then zoom in with what? When them say them would have cut off on earth from connection for 45 minutes. We said them pass. I like that, Vian. I like that. I like that. 45 minutes.
The second one, and especially meaningful for this crew, is a number of years ago we started this journey in our close-knit astronaut family, and we lost a loved one. And there's a feature in a really neat place on the moon, and it is on the near side, far side boundary. In fact, it's just on the near side of that boundary. And so at certain times of the moon's transit around Earth, we will be able to see this from Earth. And so we lost a loved one. Her name was Carol, the spouse of Reed, the mother of Katie and Ellie.
Michael, good night. How you doing?
And if you want to
So
find
me
this
know,
one,
so
you
me
look
know,
at
say man.
Bluestone.
So me know say a long time these people have played trick
How
for
wealthy will Victor Glover become after returning to Earth? He has already made history, the first black astronaut to join a lunar mission. In 2013, he left his role as a U.S. Navy pilot and was selected as a NASA astronaut candidate. At that time, his
waiting is one thing, but having the good company of somebody who goes by the name of Shanoya Douglas, I mean, I could stay here forever, but Shanoya, tell us about it. 200 meters, from the start, we saw a different Shanoya as compared to the 100. Bring us through that race.
I went into the 200 with the same mindset as the 100 meter, honestly speaking, and my main focus was pushing out all the blocks as hard as possible, swinging my hand coming off the curve, making the speed coming off the curve carry me down the stretch and pushing to execute the time that I delivered, because guys, it's my last year and I wanted something to remind me that I didn't come to curve stuff. Yeah, and I think this record will stand for like a couple years. Hopefully, fingers crossed, to remind myself, of course, that I was here.
All right, well, I think the people here in Grenada, in Jamaica, throughout the Caribbean, we saw what you could bring. You brought it. You have a record to your name. You must be truly elated ending this games in this manner.
Definitely, I'm extremely, extremely happy, grateful. And another thing I can say is big up God, my coach, my aunt, my mom, my supporters, my cousin, everybody. And yeah.
Wonderful. It's good to see you. We're saying to you all the best wishes as you go forward. I know that the world expects great things from you.
Thank you.
All right. There we had it. Shanoya Douglas, everybody.
Thank you, Clyde. The 4x1 under 20 girls on the way.
Want to be a flip.
All right, so me talk with Mark Golden story now. We said it the other night, and some paper persons were saying, no. I said the PNP cannot be the same like the Labour right. If the PNP are going to be the same like the Labour right, fine. But here the problem now, and we've been talking about this from the other day, and I'm glad that Mark come forward. I said the Jamaica Labour Party youth put out one other, hey, sometimes you see them people here? You see the Jamaica Labour Party youth or whatever them name, them is something else. Them is something else. Mark Golden for talk if he can get support for from election from the company. What kind of madness this? What that have to do with election? It is so disgusting that from phone side on the uncle can see it wrong from another side. But you can't see it wrong when it's on for your own side. Make it make sense. Make it make sense that you can see when others wrong, but you can't see when yourself wrong. Or when your friend and company wrong. Make it make sense. Tell me. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Someone not have a pressure bust pipe and a pressure make him come out. Well, at least a pressure bust for him pipe. But no pressure not bust for no leader pipe. You don't think pressure should have bust on a leader pipe? You're right. Them not gonna see it say wrong. But them disgusting. When we say them put us on something sometimes, it is so disgusting. It is so disgusting, man. Trust me. So let me read the statement. Statement from the PNP President and Opposition Leader Mark Golding, MP, regarding Dennis Garden and Jagden. Kingston, Jamaica, April 5th, that was yesterday. Based on the fact made available to me, I have not seen nothing to suggest that Jagden has broken any law. Furthermore, Mr. Garden, as is appropriate, recused himself from the Public Accounts Committee hearing considering this matter. Nevertheless, this situation with Jagden has emerged in the public domain within the context of many serious findings and maladministration at the University Hospital of the West Indies in the Auditor General report. I believe it is essential we consistently demonstrate our party's commitment to high standards of probity in public affairs and due respect for the spirit of leadership code of conduct that our MP and senators have all signed. I have therefore decided that Mr. Gardner should step aside from the Public Accounts Committee and the Shadow Cabinet with immediate effect, pending the completion of ongoing investigation, and allow the Party Integrity Commission to look into the matter closely and provide its recommendation. The situation will then be reviewed. In coming to this decision, I wish to reiterate that I am not aware of anything which suggests that Mr. Garden or Jagden has breached any law. Furthermore, Jagden dialysis machines are now providing life-saving service to Jamaican renal patients at a lower cost than otherwise available in the market. Nevertheless, in the nature of public life, that we must take stand demonstrating adherence to rigorous standards of accountability, especially given that Jamaica is suffering from an environment where such standards are sadly lacking. And that's the letter. That is the letter. So, well, this a crisis that come from a platform from when? Oh, no, that's so bright. I don't know where they come text it for me. Yeah, but me have a problem with it in a Fergie. You know, so me gonna talk the truth, right? Me have a problem regarding him paying it back mean is an acknowledgement of something wrong. And paying it back doesn't erase the fact that something went wrong. Did he knew about it from the beginning? And did he conceal this when he came out on the earlier times and said he did nothing wrong, knowing the fact that something was wrong? You see, we have to go come down hard and get rid of them something, you know. We have to go come down hard. Yes, I feel them issue. It's their issue, but you have to look at what go wrong now. If I feel them issue, when go wrong, you shouldn't pay back none. And make it chip fall wherever I like. Him paying it now, meaning no. And we not go around that. We can't be like them. Come I tell you, if I did any one of them part them, especially Bladger, them that come out swinging for them. Because them not see for them party ever wrong in a nothing. But we can't be the same. Somebody must go and look and say, boy, at least them a try. At least this new set are trying. Can't continue. It can't continue. And you know what hurt me? And I talked about it the other day and it hurt me. May I tell you what hurt me? From what I am learning is what hurt me. Alright. So hear this now. Hear this now, Fergie. There must be some agreement between the parties. The truth is, man, them a pull off a thing, Fergie. That's a thing I pull off here, man. A friend know a friend and maybe all money let off and all kind of stuff. Now, what if a thing go on? It's not done, you know. Because there's whole heap of story to this story. So it's not done. There's a lot to this story. There is a lot to the story. You know? You know, so tonight me did want to put up my closet. I want to put one closet right here, so. I have a closet around this, but I want a closet right here, so. I have a closet and I try to figure it out and I not figure it out good. And I can't bother wait for people to do things to me now. I soon just nail you up, you know. I soon just take nail, just put them one by one, and take some nail and just nail in them. And fix it up. No. But you, listen what me want you, listen how me want you to look at it, Fergie. He would have known so there's something would have cost more plus tax, right? So he would have known when I pay for the something would have cost more with the custom and the tax and all of that. So he know. Everybody I play tit for tat. But you know, me notice oh Mr. Man, him not come out and say nothing in regards to the old story all now, you know. The Minister of Health and Wellness. Silent. Fergie, I think you're missing my point. Mr. From the moment the man got pay back the money, he must did know. Why you not pay back something where you don't know? So why you not ask before now? You not would know. That's not business. That not make no sense to me. When I stop sending me game now, man, and I say me I play a game. Fergie. The man give himself. The man pay back. So if a scandal line come out, it wouldn't pay back. So you know. No, me never want. I prefer to talk on the matter more than talk for making him feel good because I tell you something, me upset. Well, the letter that them put out say, them not find nothing but. You can't tell me nothing here, man. You see, if you did go the right and proper way from day one, everything would I. When you come back again on my platform with people now, what did the crosses, man? Come block you off here, man. You come like a cross. The current cross now come on my platform. So now come up under a woman name because she not come on here. Even if she can't listen, she not type in. This man coming like a plague, you know, man. In just come on TikTok with 2 different names and me block them, you know. And he come back over here with more name again. The amount of account on a sit down and make. Jesus Christ. No, man. Something wrong. Something wrong with you know. Something is wrong. Janet Allen, thank you for liking up. Hey man, come back in a current cross name. Like you think me not know. Any move you make tonight, me I know say you. Judas Johnson, Judas Johnson, Mansa. Yeah. Naughty, good night. So back to when I say Fergie. Fergie, I want you listen me. And I want you understand what I say to you. You can't, if somebody say you're not pay for something and you run, go and pay for it, what does that say? Man, over here like hell. In a different name, Nadi. I come eggs up himself. No man, them pay him for come target me, so it make you see me come. Well, then I no pay I get over here. You see when we're wrong? It is. I'm respect him for come out, pay it back and all of that. I acknowledge Rendo and come out tight and done. Whatever will be, will be. Now, the next part now, I for all the people them up in the university hospital who forget caught. And him now for come out and talk out who him did pay to and what was it. Make we know the whole story. So make everybody go down the hill. I saw me see it. You can type in a comment and tell me one thing. We have to move away from them slackness here now, man. Boy, Fergie, you take up for your party, though. Me like, you take up for your party. You take up for your comrade member. You stand up for your comrade, though, Fergie. Well, me look a bit different from you. It's not that me want to come and talk anything thing against him or anything. It's a man that I really look at him and, you know, I respect him and nothing. I don't really want to come and say anything about him. Oh, you can't say nothing wrong with it. The people that invade the tax of this country if you can fix the road, we're bad like who have to fix up a hospital them. They know that there was a buying it for the university hospital, so it was a way to swingle. So him should have known that too. Why him never all them things them by himself? Ah, you pick up now and the quick Nadi, you pick you up quick, man. You pick him up quick, man. I'm there with Wally for different new all crosses. Virgin, look here. If me I open my own company, I mean I have nothing to do with nothing. Me have all my paperwork for my hospital and everything. Me no need to make another company order nothing for me. It was a way of get them in cheaper. And to get them in cheaper, they evade the tax. He could have ordered them, just like when me want not me order them myself. That's why me just say Nadi, or quiet, nothing him not come out and can say. But it doesn't stop with Jake then alone, our garden. There is more to it, and that's what me saying. It's time, although they say investigation are going. You don't know how long this investigation I take, so we want to see how long them I take. So we are going to watch it. But my point is, it never have to be the way how it be if you were going the right way. And what hurt me about it is that a PNP got mixed up with labor right. Because the CEO man up there, that them take out and put in one a new one. Because so then shift it up now, you know. A big racket are going, man. I don't just know them a do. Should I get we name them if you don't nowhere near this. Nowhere near this. Nowhere near the criminal them. Run gone. We not if they know we not if in this a kind of mix up. None at all. And me I'm not gonna have a different point of view about it, but me have to tell you now what me think. We not if in it we not if we name not if call in a this, none at all. I'm answer.
Yeah, good night, Jen.
You are going.
That's why the people are not supposed to be dieted. That's why me I don't know. Me not really say me not dieted. And I just when me look on it, me said PMP are the better party for run the country. Cause this guy here we name Dennis Garden.
Yeah.
Him me hear some PMP are trying to make excuse and them thing there, but if you know say you're supposed to pay over taxes. You not gonna pay over your taxes, man. Why you try to get na corruption with labor right?
With labor, that I part will hurt me, man. And that hurt me, you know. That is a part of it that hurt me.
Yeah, me see them a make excuse. Some people, I want PMP blogger, me see she come out and say, yo, Dennis Gardner wrong. We should have come out long time and say this. You see me? And me agree with her.
Of course.
The rest of them a make excuse and them things. So also you know, say some of them when if PMP win and get government again, it's like them are afraid to call out PMP corruption. Dennis Gardner wrong. You see me?
Yeah.
Dennis Gardner know say they will pay over the taxes. Pay over the taxes, no mix up with labor right, and know say them all throw you under the bus.
But not even only that, you know.
Get busted.
Not only that, you know, man, sir. Him could have import him things them by himself. And him could have still get a waiver from the him could have get waiver percentage from the wharf also by writing to them on behalf of the hospital when I open and what him going to provide. Him could have get discount.
Okay.
Yeah, but him could have do it him own self. And even say if him not get no discount, it's a business you're gonna do and you will make back your money over time.
Yeah, go about it the correct way.
Go about it the
so
correct
way.
way.
So you have 1 and 2 from the PMP side. Them can't wait for get in for do the same. For go, we're not in the corruption.
We can't.
Corruption that way mash up Jamaica. You see me, corruption is what is the number one thing I mash up Jamaica right now. Because the money that's being stolen, the taxes that are not being paid into the system, it affects the country. Because those money could be used to fund the hospital, fund education, fix the road. Could do so many things for the country.
Corruption
is Jamaica's number one problem.
Corruption is the problem.
If a PMP, them do corruption and steal the taxpayer money, or them do tax evasion, send them a prison. PMP, JLP, whoever, send them a prison. The money, everybody's supposed to pay them taxes. And not just the little poor man supposed to pay tax and around the country. Everybody's supposed to pay taxes. That's how our government supposed to run. You see me, so? A lot of PNP now go like when me talk about it, but me not unite.
Well,
now come on the platform.
Everybody knows that
Dennis Garden should never mix up in that.
Everybody knows that me support the PNP, but anytime they're wrong, me not be like a labor right then we are back wrong. Cause me can't say wrong and call it right. Me don't know how that go work out. Because Andrew Ole should never be the Prime Minister of this country and not go sit on one side till him sort out himself. A 5 year it ago now and him not certified. And the labor right, them not say nothing wrong with it. Them say, the Integrity Commission and the PNP want to get rid of them. None of them would say, you know what, man, you need to go sort yourself out. Because you look good as a leader around the country. Them not see it. Then go around it and say a lie people are tell upon him. And when you say how much money Integrity Commission find out, and now you can verify where you get the money then from. Mm-hmm. And how much money shot under this ministry, under that the ministry, under this ministry, and we not hear nothing gunfire about them. But we are gonna lead by example. We are lead by example, and we are anytime any one of them wrong in the PNP, we are the first. And me thought this long time ago, I will be the first to speak out against it. And I'm not going to stop that one. Go ahead, Fergie. Go ahead,
Me not
Fergie.
support no. Me not. Oh, Fergie the pan it too?
No man, I you matter Fergie.
Okay,
No,
okay,
no
okay.
Fergie, no sir. Me
Me,
mix up
me,
Fergie the pan. Oh, me mix up Fergie. Man, sir,
oh, the
me
pan, you on WhatsApp.
YouTube.
Me not support no corruption.
Yeah.
Me not. Me see. Yeah, me see some I try, but you can't. If you say against what Andrew Holness do, because one of Andrew Holness thing is basically tax evasion, you know.
Yeah,
Because him have
yes,
three
him
company.
evade tax though. Him Prime Minister evade the tax though, yeah.
Yeah, so me can't understand how some PNP are try just Andrew avoid tax with three company. Him file nil tax after I'm company I move $473 million. Andrew file nil tax.
Yeah.
Even though the three company they make so much money.
Yeah. Good night, Ethia.
That's
yeah.
tax evasion.
Tax evasion.
That's the same thing. Them are the same thing. When name and when do you know?
I same thing then do.
The guy with them.
I same thing.
You know,
I
the
same thing.
You know?
I same thing.
So on against and you say against Andrew, what Andrew do, and then not try and make excuse. PNP bloggers, you get it together, man. Get it together. Wrong is wrong. Call out the wrong, no matter if a PNP, call out the wrong. You see me? The man knows say him do some side deal but for not pay tax. You make the man stand by your own, man. You see me? Mm-hmm. I see him so with the next one way we analyze him wife, you know. Me see some of them not try to make excuse for the man. You make the thing clear out there, and I know that man they admit say I analyze him wife.
Hey, I am madness.
The whole of we are human, you know.
Me for it.
The whole of we are human. Nobody not perfect.
Me is the first person for liquor. Alright. Let me tell you how me stay now. All who follow me have to understand me. Good night, Odi. Cause you know when me really start off the YouTube channel, more so writing at the same time when me start off, Philip Palwell, baby mother, happy holiday to you. Come down and analyze the other one. And you know say, me say something on my platform. Me say a big man like that shouldn't have them the kind of lifestyle as a parliamentarian. Me know say man have them weaknesses, but you have two little young girl, a big old man like you. For live by example, man. Them they not phone a style when I read them, they hear like a young boy sending them they go along with. So him in the cause to make the person last their life because the foolish woman come down here to come analyze the other one for him, man. And now she in a prison, they in there abuse she. So she, the other one dead and gone and she in prison and none of them not get a man. You know, so nobody not have no sense. Some people I say, left it man, I say I want woman from up in constituency, give me a piece of cussing. But I feel left Philip Palwell alone. One Philip Palwell and I saw them I go. I say some idiot people, you see man. Sure. Fergie, good night.
Good night, Auntie Jen. Good night, Mansa. Good night, everyone.
Me know me and you not on the same page tonight, Fergie, but go ahead and explain your...
No. We're not on the same page because I think we need to look at the facts of the situation. And I don't think people look at the facts. Mm-hmm. They listen to what the media has put out there. Fact number one, Jack Den was one of 4 companies named in a sampling of tons of other companies. That's what the Auditor General said. The issue is UE procurement and tax exemption, what they give out is the issue. It's not about Jack Den. Jack Den is not being investigated. It's UE, that procurement. So there's somewhat of a corruption. Now, a private company normally won't have corruption. Corruption normally is with a government because they have the power, because of bribery, because of all these other things that they might be corrupted to give favor to private companies, right? So we don't know what agreement was made between Jack Den and Yui for them to get this tax exemption. No, Jack Den never sold those machines to Yui. They still owned them. They still operated them. And they took on some of their Yui patients to provide them at a cheaper cost for dialysis, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other three companies bought their stuff in at a cheaper price, got the tax exemption, and then sold it back to Yui at some astronomical prices. Jack Den didn't do that. But we don't know. That has nothing to do with it. And if Jamaica wants to be capitalistic, that's where you want to be. That's how capitalism works. I'm sorry. I'm putting it out there. Capitalism has no moral authority on anything. It is to get the cheapest at the lowest cost to make the most profit. That is capitalism in a nutshell.
So hold on, let me see if I follow you again. All right. So yes, I understand that the arrangement was between Jack Den and University Hospital of the West Indies to get them in. But look on it from the other way. Jack Den never need to go through University Hospital for getting no equipment. So it must be a special offer. Why him choose that route?
But we don't know that though, Auntie Jen.
No, we know, we know that now because him pay back the tax money.
He paid it back because that's just good citizenship. That's just good face value. That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's good face value.
I'm disagreeing with you, Fergie.
I disagree with you, Fergie.
Well, continue. I disagree.
Because the other three didn't pay back anything. The other three companies, did they pay back?
Yeah, I understand them. Those companies haven't paid back.
They didn't pay back, and they charge University Hospital astronomical prices.
That was all a setup. That was all. Hold on. That was all a setup by the University Hospital for make them buy and buy back from them for swingle the money, and nothing else but that.
Right, but they didn't pay back anything. They didn't pay back the duty. They didn't pay back a dime. And they charged University Hospital much more.
You still, I don't think you're following what me say. Hear me good. Hear the trick where you don't know. You see them company, they will say, university buy the things for them and university buy back from them. It's the old trick of the swingling of the money, bro.
And that is the issue of the Auditor General's report. So why are we putting it on Jack Den?
No. We're not put. No. Don't mix up the other company then with Jack Den. We're not mix the other company with Jack Den. Our main contention in the People's National Party is our Member of Parliament, Dennis Gardner. So that's where we stay. We're not busy with the other three.
Right, and he's a businessman. He's a capitalist. I'm telling you right now, if you think capitalism has no moral.
It can be capitalist.
They have no moral authority.
So either I'm a socialist or I'm a capitalist. Which one him be?
He's probably a capitalist. He's a businessman. That's the first thing. That's how he started out.
Well, he can go and go join the Jamaica Labour Party.
Auntie Jen, you see, we have this discussion already. I'm going to tell you, say, the capital is two different type of thinking, you know. So when PMP accepts certain people,
yeah,
them supposed to make them know say democratic socialism.
Democratic socialism. We don't. Democratic socialism is different from capitalism.
Yeah, but listen, everyone learned their lesson from Michael Manley, unfortunately, in the 70s. Because when he came out with that, everyone rejected it because the population was not that educated to understand what it meant. So the moment you bring out socialism and democratic to these people, they run far from it. Although they are benefiting from it. Because NHT is a democratic socialism program. Mm-hmm. You pay into it and you get benefits from it. That's a democratic socialism. So they don't even understand that NHT is a part of that democratic socialism. People don't even understand that.
Fergie, the point, we know say there's 3 other companies, you know. But with that, put that to the side. We are talking about this. We are talking about Dennis Garden.
Right.
10 years, you see this corrupt government, and this is the first situation upper UE. I think upper UE the same drill thing at $31 million drill.
Yeah, same drill thing upper UE.
You know say corruption are gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you go mix up yourself over there, so go try to get a lower price. You know, say almost some corruption are going, because you see the $31 million drill where them say them buy.
Right.
Eh? So you get them, him know say corruption, him have 10 years to watch them, you know, to see how them corrupt, you know. And him know say you already are going with some corruption, you know. So why would you know, alright, you're a capitalist, why would you know still go and try go through some other way to get the lowest price? You know, go the regular route like where Antigen say him can still get it another way, get the tax exemption another way.
He maybe would never get all, but he would have get a discount.
But we have no idea what agreement the Ministry of Health made with him. That's the issue. So if the Ministry of Health said to him, can you get these machines in? He has Connect, and he probably could get it in at a good cost. And we'll send patients over to you, and we'll charge $10,000 per dialysis treatment. You're gonna get like 1,000 patients. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So you're gonna make your money back tenfold.
No, I think what him do, because Jamaica have this culture where them try to get a link. So he might move far for that to try to get a link. But you know, me know you are going to be a corruption up there. Be a corruption, so me will get myself involved in that. You see me? And yes, more information need to come out. Yes. More information. Because we want to see if you pay any tax at all when the thing them come in, you know. Before this bust out, you know, before him go pay the $10 million. We want to see if him pay any tax at all on that. You see me? Fergie, you see too, like I said, me is not no PMP, I mean it's not no JLP. More say that you call me an independent voter. But when we look on the PMP, is the better party for run the country. So any one of them get caught up in a me I go talk out against it. I mean I like so the man get caught up in because the labor them just a push jack them, you know. They don't want you nothing about the next 3 company, you know. And the labor the other 3 company them will mix up in it. They might try to take off the light off of them. So they might put it on him. And he make the party, he put the party in a bad light. You see me, I can't put the party, make them a try. So when a voter got decide now, they might say, boy, there's no difference. Because PMP are thief money people. That's how me I look on it, you know.
That's a lot of
if
people
you know
look
you
on
have
it.
this thing where you're a capitalist, stay in the Labourite Party. Stay in there. We deal with democratic socialism. We talk about helping the less fortunate. Social programs. We help poor people. Labour right now business with. So if you're a capitalist, stay in the Labourite Party. Just stay in there. Just that message, because if you go on the Labourite, them use this topic to distract from the Rosie situation.
Right.
That's what they might use. They might use to distract from the Rosie situation. And if he never get himself up in this, you're a businessman, yes. Me understand that. But if you say
Black him
some
naughty.
kind of corruption, because also in a parliament with the $31 million drill up at UE. If you in a parliament and you see that bust out a couple months ago, why would you go try to get a deal with UE? Why didn't you go through it the right way?
Exactly.
Right, but remember all of this took place way before then, right? So the drill came out last year. This happened when, 2024? 2 years ago? He wasn't even a member of parliament then. He's a businessman running a business.
Him did in a parish council. I mean in a parish council, Fergie. So I mean still in
Right,
a
but
parish.
the parish I mean, please. That's nothing. I mean, give me a break. And he's a businessman running a business. He's going to do what he needs to do as a businessman. I'm telling you right now, Jamaicans want to be America. You want to be capitalism. This is how it friggin' works. There is no moral authority. If I can get over on you, because this is what they do in America. This is exactly what every major corporation do in America. I'm telling you right now. They don't want to pay their taxes, and they don't pay their taxes. Period.
But is it right?
It's not that it's right, but people don't care because they're making money.
So that's
People,
what. So
someone
that's
is
what. All
making
right.
money.
I'm glad you said that. So that's what I'm trying to say from the other night. The People's National Party and what Mark Golding want to do with the party is to have his people them really walk in integrity. So he want to make
Right.
it, he want to have a different type of party, not of corruption like the other one. So we can't tolerate any of the members who allow themselves to get in it. So it's either them stay or them go.
Right. But Dennis Gordon didn't do any corruption. He followed the rule of the law. Now, what needs to happen? What needs to happen? What? Auntie Jen, if he has an agreement with University Hospital that he can get his tax exemption to get it in there, it's signed off by the government, right? No one else. He didn't do it on his own. The government signed off.
That may understand.
So if the government is wrong, then you hold the government accountable, but not him. He took advantage.
Me like what you said a while ago. If him know him not gonna get it off, it's signed off by the government. That mean to say he knows say me not get it. And what me saying, we should be different. So he shouldn't take it.
Yeah, we have to be careful of being such high moral ground. And I think Michael Manley had learned his lesson from that. We have to be practical with this.
So that means
it has to be practical.
That's what you're saying. When we can't get the corrupt thing done, we get it done.
It's not corrupt. We didn't do anything. If Dennis Gordon went out and said, I signed those papers, I have University Hospital tax exemption, and I can sign off on it, and he has no authority, yes, that is corrupt. You don't have that authority. The University Hospital signed off on it. They signed off on it. He does not have that power.
Fergie, would you agree that the Dennis Garden situation is tax evasion?
It's tax evasion, yes. In terms of it is. However, but if the government allows it, then it's not tax evasion.
Then what?
If there's an out. We have it here in America, Auntie Jen. In America, we have it here.
No, Fergie.
There's some exemption. If there's a special exemption, there are certain exemptions. Big corporations do not pay taxes. Amazon pays 0 taxes. The big, powerful Amazon. That's worth trillions of dollars. They pay 0 taxes because they are exemptions.
That's what I come to in a Fergie. So if Dennis Garden's situation is tax evasion, but the government allows it, all right?
Right.
Andrew Holness IC report say make $473 million and he filed nil taxes. Is that tax evasion also?
That is tax evasion because there's no exemption for it.
So the only difference is that in this situation, it said the government allows for Dennis Garden to.
Right, they allowed for it. Right, there's laws that allows for him to do that because they approved it.
Fergie, we're going to disagree on this. If I'm a voter, support neither party, but see the country going in the wrong direction and decide, say, all right, better me give the PNP a chance. But then when we say, they're not going to make the difference that what you just make a while ago in a Fergie. They're not going to say why the government allows it. They're just going to say, he's supposed to pay the $10 million, he end up pay it, so that means that he didn't know he's supposed to pay it. And if they look at it, the voter look at it that way and say, okay, There's no difference between either party. Because if he's avoiding, and if worse, if the other three company names come out and you find out that those people are labor, which we suspect they are liberate politicians who suspect that. It comes out and they must say, but the PMP did this and the JLP did this. So better just stay away from voting. The two of them are the same.
Right.
And the PMP is supposed to stand out and say and say, no, we're not going in any corruption. So Mark Golding did the right thing, which is probably the only thing he could really do. Is take away what the PAC thing that he was a part. Yeah, he have to step away from that. Mark Golding cannot get rid of him as a member of parliament because the people voted for him. But so Mark Golding did the only thing he really could do is take away the PAC board thing that Dennis Gordon was a part of.
Him? Hold on. I will me black again. Oh my goodness. I know so not in me the black. Me end up black somebody.
Actually, you blocked someone you should have blocked. Yeah. Judas Johnson got you together tonight. Oh jeez.
So this thing
my thing, Mansa, on that front, right?
Sorry,
if you want to change in the government.
Me unhide him. Sorry, 1 minute. Me put him back now. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
If you want to change in the government, then you change the government, right? And you want to change these rules and these laws, right? But you can't hold a private company for taking advantage of something that is allowed.
In allow for private company only allow.
No. The government signed off. I'm sorry, Auntie Jen. University hospital signed off on that tax exemption.
Me understand.
They signed off on it.
Listen, me not Fergie, but I think I get me from night. Me agree that the university hospital, you hear me say, will eat more than for call out. My point is, Dennis Gordon knows that if he may import them, buy him new.
He's a capitalistic businessman. I'm sorry. And if I was in business, I would take that.
That means you're not honest.
Wrong.
That means you're not honest.
No. It's not being honest. Your business. You're running a business. This is how you run a business.
So all business people are criminal then.
No, maybe because I'm an investment bank in New York. Yes, that's how they operate. That's how they operate.
And the criminality.
Mansa could tell you. That's how they operate. You know how many people don't pay taxes? You know that man
say I'm a Christian too though. Did you know that the man that we're talking about says a Christian?
Auntie Jan, when it comes to business and money, I'm sorry to say to you, Christianity comes out of it. I'm sorry. I am very sorry because I see things in investment banking right now, and especially now because they're cutting jobs, they're cutting everything. Everything is being cut thanks to this lovely war we're having. Things are being cut. They don't care. The bottom line is their profit line. Okay? At the end of the day.
All right, so let me ask you
that's
a question.
Business.
Delana, so if I ask you if it was Andrew who would do it, if it would be right.
If Andrew who did it?
Yeah.
If he did it, and they have the exemption, so be it. So be it. It's the people who are in the University of Hospital. They're the ones who are the problem makers. Because I have a feeling somebody's making a profit off of that. And it's not the business folks. The business folks are just getting their margins. And it's people who are sitting in that office who are signing off on these things. Because tell me this. Auntie Jen, Jack Den has the power to get customs exemption for medical?
No, what I'm saying.
That's why we say him go by the system where him get a link.
You get a link, man.
To
It's
bring
a
it
link
to
in
get
there.
it cheaper.
You get a link. It's a link.
Which I cannot agree with Fergie. That means you know what I tell me now, Fergie, that means alright, he's a capitalist. That means him putting business above the interests of the Jamaica itself. Because we all know say taxes run the country. So that's why he basically I do what most of the labor right them I do right now, you know.
Right, but also think about this. He's doing the service for a much cheaper price than they would charge Yui.
That still justify the situation, you know.
I understand that, you know, Fergie. And these things, the hospital, the public hospital is supposed to have everything, the service that he's offering. The dialysis machine or those things, they're supposed to be in a public hospital.
Right. And why don't they have them? And why don't they have them?
Because Tufton are on a racket where they let all these machines run down, or they just take them out of the hospital itself and then they send them to a friend's private practice where they're getting a kickback. That's what's going on.
So do you see the corruption there in the government?
I see the corruption and that corruption would also help Dennis Gardner also, because they would have to come to his private practice.
Yeah, so it's a big deal.
But my thing is that the people is okay with this because they voted for this.
Yeah, them don't know better. Them just a one day meal and they don't know better. But we were out of the country, Fergie, and see how our country is supposed to operate, the proper way it's supposed to operate. We know that those machines supposed to in the hospitals. And we know what Tufton do. Tufton are run a racket.
Right.
You know?
So we don't know what Tufton agreed with Dennis Gordon on these machines, right? He could have said to him, allegedly, like, hey, we need to get some dialysis in. I know you run it at a cheaper cost, and I will make sure that they give you the tax exemption for customs to come to bring these machines in. And you think Dennis Gordon is going to spend capital to get these machines in when he doesn't have patience?
All right.
It doesn't work like that.
All right, let me say, you just said you don't know what Tufton, what kind of agreement he have with Dennis Gordon. All right. If you even have a conversation with Tufton at all about any, that's corrupt to me, because Tufton take up $88 million and give him side chick. Tufton do so many things, and we already know that Tufton corrupt. So if me see a PMP member of parliament in any kind of discussion with Tufton for bringing anything at a cheap, me know some corruption there behind it, because we all know that Tufton corrupt to the core. Tufton change all. You want to bury your people drop out and you want to bury them. Tufton them set it up where you have to go to one hospital, send it to Spanish Town, Archer's funeral home, which we hear say is a silent partner, him own it. So he might make money even after the dead. So we know Tufton corrupt to the core. So Dennis Gordon should have no conversation about that with Tufton, you know.
Yeah, but Dennis Gordon needs to make money. No, but
that's what I say. It's not that we don't know that them corrupt, you know, Fergie. At 10 years, we there watch them in the corruption, you know. So why would I go and mix up? That's what we are saying, Fergie. Why would you go? You're capitalist, yes. And you know, say tax run the country. So if you try, if the legislation, you know, say the legislation really benefit you people, the politicians, for bringing things without the taxes and so on. Okay, you know that, but you know taxes run the country. You go about it the right way.
Right.
I can't just the poor people alone that pay tax to run the country. Everybody's supposed to pay tax. That's what we are saying, Fergie. You're not supposed to mix up with Tufton and
shouldn't mix up with the Tufton.
But you're not going to bite off your nose to spite your face, right? So that saying is very true.
Exactly, Pepsi.
Right? You're not going to bite off your nose to spite your face. So Dennis Gordon needs to make money. He's going to make money somehow. He didn't do it illegally. So if this was an illegal transaction, an legal act, yes. But it wasn't illegal. Someone signed off at the UE. And that's what the Auditor General was bringing up. That is the issue. And that goes to the government. That you have an issue here because someone is signing off on these procurements and these giving tax exemptions to these private companies. Like Dennis Gordon, those machines were not sent to you because those are his machines. Versus the other three companies, they brought stuff in for Yui and charged them an astronomical price. So Dennis Gordon,
Exactly,
in good faith, said, "Okay, I'll just pay the duty. What was the duty? 10 million? Okay, there you go, 10 million." Now, what that's going to do is going to have a repercussion on the public, because if it was 30,000 to do the dialysis at Yui, he's going to charge you 30,000 to do dialysis at his place, because he's going to recoup the cost. That is capitalism. That is it at the core. They're losers and they're winners.
So, all right, so you just said Dennis Gordon needs to make money. That's what you said, Fergie.
Yep.
So basically, there's a clash between him being a businessman and him being a member of parliament. So he probably thinking he's not making enough money as a. So go in the private sector. Go in the private sector.
No,
just go fully in the private sector.
Him started business before.
He started it way before politics.
Before him become member of parliament, in all fairness. So even this deal with the money machine may actually be before he even turned member of parliament.
It was way before. So it would be an issue if he was member of parliament, right? And he made this deal as member of parliament under his hat as member of parliament. He did not do this. He did this way before.
But it's still wrong because him still didn't know, man. He makes some mistake from Fergie. We just have to accept it.
He's a businessman. Before he was a businessman. He was a businessman. He was a businessman. You have to put it in context. The man was a businessman prior to him becoming member of parliament.
So he might JLP plan up for rob it.
No, he wasn't robbing anyone. He wasn't robbing anyone. He didn't rob anyone.
He robbed the tax. That's why he pay back. So why he go pay back? Why he pay? If something never wrong, why he pay back now?
He just did it for good faith.
Come on.
That's all.
Come on, Fergie. Come on, Fergie. Come on.
No, he did it for, because if I were him, to be honest with you, if I were in his shoes, I'm going to be honest.
Good night, Betty.
And I'm a PMP through and through. If I were him as a businessman, I'd be like, no, I'm not paying this back. You come sue me. Sue me for that money. Because this is what you freaking told me. And this is what you agreed upon. And these others need to pay. And again, the Auditor General, it was just a sampling. So his company is not the only company, or those 4 companies named were not the only companies. There's a ton of them in there. Fergie. That they're not named.
Fergie. So
you got to separate business from politics. You have to separate it.
But I politics this. Bean, come. What happened to you? Take a jar and a clothes.
A big button on my clothes.
Where? Eh?
A big button on my clothes.
What happened to you? You want to take it off?
Yes.
No, I'm not tight. Look like it tight for you, man. You get too fat, man. You get too fat.
Oh, actually, just stop.
No, my grandson. He said this one, I want to keep on this marina. All right. Right. Hold on. Go and talk, man. I'm not going to talk. I put that one.
No, but the thing is, you got to separate business from politics. You have to separate it. This man was not in politics back when this happened. And again, we don't know that agreement. The investigation is still going on in Yui Hospital to figure out what the heck happened here. So what? Dennis Gordon was supposed to import these things and pay the taxes, and in order to recuperate the costs, I'm just going to charge you, all the UE folks that I send over for dialysis, the same price that UE charges you.
No. Hold on,
So
Fergie.
that's
Oh, hold on,
so
Fergie.
no.
Fergie.
Let's think about this.
Hold on,
No,
no. If me in a same position, me go run my own business, I mean, I will go in and not deal with nobody, forget nothing. If they want to send them come, then send them come just by their own. But me not gonna do that the way, because me not mix with no labor, right? And that is my point.
no. You see, that's the thing, Auntie Jan. I totally disagree with you. I wouldn't say I wouldn't mix with the labor rights.
Me
Everyone
not mix
needs
with
to
them.
mix with
Yes,
each
I me
other.
not mix with them. Me not do no business with them, and me not mix with them. Because me know them corrupt, and me not put myself in no corruption with them.
So Fergie,
Nah.
Fergie, would you get into any business dealings with any labor rights politician in this batch? Where I run the
No,
country for the last
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay,
So
we know
so what the
them are
difference?
corruption. So
So what the
that's the
difference
same
from what
thing.
we're
Who
talking
the-
about?
Yeah, and that may say the same thing.
Carol is saying they all our friend. Honestly, should be on every aspect, not just in politics. Well, you're perfectly right with that, Bobby. If we are going to say we have good marriage, all right, let me tell you something. You see that woman here was sit down right in front of Uno? Me never have to sit down in front of Uno. We were just sharing the story today with a brother. Me never have to sit down in front of Uno. There are so many opportunities where me say come away. And even today, people look at me and say, oh, you're fool and you never have no sense, right? Because them they don't want me to go married to one man because the man did have all kind of sense. The man 30 years my senior, but them did encourage me to take the man because the man have this and the man have that. But me look on it from another perspective and me say, no sir, me not think me should have take the man because me not really love a man, and marriage is about loving a person. So if I think me go married to him for it not right, me not see where honest to be. And then again the man was too much year old. And I like a 10 year or so, 30 years. So sometimes some things you have to sit down and evaluate, look for the consequence, look for your moral, look for your values and integrity. It's not all about making money. It's not all about making money. You could have got the right way too, and God bless you too, and you make triple time where you make, and you're doing this a disgrace now. So we can't just say a business, man, a business. That's why the country is so corrupt. Now everybody see the shortcut way, and nobody want to go the right way. So me can't agree.
But that's the thing, Auntie Jan. That's what the people wanted. Because when Michael Manley spoke in the 70s, they rejected him in 1980. They rejected him. Okay? And they went for Siaga because Siaga was going to bring, what, prosperity in the 1980s? He was going to open up the markets for
Jamaica. They didn't say the
Jamaica.
people, you know, they run a coup against Michael Manley with the America help Edward Siaga.
Right, because he came to the U.S.
I would even
and
say the people
told-
did reject him, and him come with a thing and
No,
tell
they
him.
rejected him. Oh, I remember that
Well,
election
no, man.
very well.
Let me remember it, man, but here where them did come with and tell the people them say and manipulate the people them mind. So Manley was going to bring in communists and Castro can take over Jamaica, you know.
And Michael Manley never said communism. He spoke about democratic socialism. And I can tell you,
Good night, Peggy.
my mom, if she was alive, she was, she's working. And this one woman who, she likes to pride herself. She's uptown and she went to Immaculate. Told my mom she doesn't want She doesn't want Canadian apple. She wants American apple.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you went to Immaculate and you were that smart, you would know America and Canada are in the same land.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get one from Canada, you're getting one from America as well. They're nothing different. We're on the same land plane. But she was not voting for Michael Manley because he is bringing in, communism, and she wants American shoes and American cloths. That's how the people think. And this is an immaculate graduate, the infamous immaculate.
You think because they got certain school back then, bright?
Okay. And I remember that election very well. Very well. Because I stayed up that night and I punched out every picture of every JLP member of parliament who got elected. Because it was in the Gleaner, and they had all the pictures of every candidate. And I remembered it very well. So the people rejected that. They held them accountable. You think Jamaica would be where it is now if people had listened to the words of that man? You would be Burkina Faso. You'd be Burkina Faso. You'll be producing your own things, but they're not, Auntie Jen. They're not. Those people of that country rejected that because they don't have an understanding. And as they would say, everyone is licky-licky.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is licky-licky. So once you have that in there, Auntie Jen, Jack Dan didn't do anything wrong. At least they paid back the monies. And now the people are going to suffer because now Jack Dan is not going to charge you $7,000-8,000 for dialysis. They're going to charge you the regular price. And if you need dialysis, okay, it's not something that you could turn around and say, oh, let me get it next week. No, you will die. You will die. If the doctors tell you you need dialysis, you will die. So you better have that money. He was charging them cheaper than what they would charge at UWI. And that was somewhat of the agreement. He should produce the agreement, but that will probably come out in the investigation. Who agreed with Jack then on this?
Yeah, well, that
is the person.
That we need for know, but no, everybody were involved in it. We in it. Nobody now get with brother. None. Me sorry for you, but none now get with for me. You know, you're a businessman, so you must know where you're going.
Right. But the thing is, but how does he know? How did Dennis Gordon know that this would happen?
Well, I know it would have happened because nobody do it for it happen. But they are too much done, so that's how you go.
I still feel he did nothing wrong. He's a businessman. That's business. That's not politics. That is business. And if Jamaica wants to be capitalistic because they want to be America-like, that's capitalism. Because I'm telling you right now, Amazon don't pay a dime. Facebook, Instagram, Meta, they don't pay a dime. Tesla don't pay a dime. And they make the most money in this country.
Fergie,
they pay nothing.
Me not say eye to eye tonight, but we are still friends. But me not gonna agree with you.
Of course. You know I can't bring that. Listen.
Somebody by Raymond say me say, Auntie, you are too self-righteous. I'm not self-righteous, brother. If you
no. People gotta be.
No, hold on. Let me argue with Raymond Simmet a little bit. Raymond, me old enough to know this in life. The straighter you walk, the better for you. And if you mean do it the right way, this would not come out now. And about self-righteous, it's to take yourself out of embarrassment and problem. You can't do something and you don't know what you do. You have to know. Anything me do, me know what me do. So it can't be that him not do and him that I know. No, you not go like that. And no can convince me. Me do all kind of wrong bang in my life. So me not there go and like me not right. But no, me not do them certain things me not do now. Because me grow to that maturity level as an elder woman now can teach a younger one and say, look here, don't do that another right way. So it's not about no self-righteous. There's no such thing about self-righteousness.
No. I totally agree, Auntie Jen. Because listen, I am not rich. And if I had that mindset, and that's why I am not rich, I am not rich to that level of those folks when it comes to monetary, because I know in my heart I couldn't do that. But if you're a business person and this is your background, you're going to take every advantage that you can. Auntie Jen, this is how I need people to understand. This is how business people think. This is how these CEOs think.
And what me trying to get to you, Fergie, is it right? Because them think that way.
It's not right. It's not right.
No, that's right.
It's not right.
So that's the point where I'm trying to make here tonight. If it's right, there's a two about the thing. Either wrong or right. And there's no way when it's wrong, we are going to try to say, well, because. It is simple. WOWRONG, wrong.
It's wrong. But Auntie Jen, I put it out there. And that is why my behind have to go to work, and I have to get up early in the morning to go to work and work for these people, right? So it's not right, but the way how these people
Good night,
think.
Trem. There is no but to this.
No, there's a but to this.
No
There's
conjunction. No conjunction.
No. There's a but to this. Those folks who are at that top, they figure out a way and will always figure out a way.
That is right.
How to get over. In the legal terms, right? So within the legality of legislation, the government, they're the ones who are corrupt because they allow for this. It's not the private companies. They're taking advantage of what's out there to them. There's no moral authority over these private companies. There's none. Auntie Jen, there's none. There's none. None of these private companies are morally obligated to the people, but to make monies. It's just that simple. You have to think along those lines. You may not want to because, yes, that's your belief, that's your being. But working in corporate America, I know for a fact they will take advantage of every opportunity. I don't need to pay taxes over here? Okay, great. That's the way I'm going to do it. Wait, I don't need to pay customs duty over here if I import under this circumstance? Great. That's how they operate. That is how the world operates right now.
Exactly, Trems. But like how Mark Golden hold him accountable. Say, all right, make the investigation go and recruit yourself for right now. And that is the right thing to do.
Right.
And we are not here to justify whatever he has done. Him know where I'm a big businessman, so I know where I'm getting at. The only reason make we know are because it come to light. If not, it would have gone by. That means if it come to light and the auditor general find out that something is wrong, it means it's wrong. You ain't go the right way. And if you go the right. So that's what we're saying.
But the biggest problem, and I don't think people are realizing, she only did a sampling of 4 companies. There's a ton more companies.
Wallet more. So,
right?
The culprit now at the university hospital must be held, and all who use the service must be held, because they know.
Right. And these were only 4 companies that were highlighted as a sampling. Only 4. And she said there was a ton more companies. Those are the issues.
Go ahead, man.
So Fergie.
Yep, Mark. Yep.
She did that sampling. One person pay back all them $10 million. You see, and that's just one person, one company.
Yep.
The other 3 companies, they're not pay. But you see how much taxes they might deprive the country of?
Right. And then the other thing, so Jack Den was providing a service to the university hospital, right? Taking these dialysis patients in, right? They didn't sell back any of those machines to the university hospital. Those other 3 companies were selling back. This is what drives me crazy. So this is the real issue, and this is where real corruption stands in. So I imported stuff at 1.5 million, but I'm going to sell it back to you for 11 million.
That's the same thing they did with the drill, right?
Okay.
Offer back in money.
So it's just widespread.
So these companies really did buy nothing, They just use those companies to buy the thing and make the transaction. So I never.
And that's why Jamaica will never move. It's just, if you look at it, it's only the poor people, the small man, them are the taxes that they pay around the country, All of these other people, the politicians, I get exemption, and the PSOJ and Grace Kennedy get mostly 500 million in tax cut each year. So that's why the country cannot move forward, because all these people who supposed to be paying taxes and these businesses supposed to be paying taxes into the system, they're not. It's only the small people, the people them who down there, them are draw out GCT and the NHT education, are those people, Jamaica will never move if we don't change. We need a complete overall. We need to change everything. All these laws and everything, we need to change it. Because of just the small people like myself, the taxes where we pay as a small
right, Mansa,
and
right.
It cannot continue like that. It cannot continue.
But you know what the sad part is, Mansa, is that the people of that country have become so accustomed and so used to the style that they won't see any difference. So they just go along with the program. That is the problem. And they will not educate themselves. I am sure people think, the lab rats will say, oh, Jack Den. And I'm like, but Jack Den, he said, okay, I guess I should have paid 10 million. But he was actually providing a service to the country. So be it. I'll pay 10 million. You know what? Your next dialysis treatment will be at cost. I'm charging you what they would charge at you. That it is what it is. I got to make up my costs. Versus this other companies who are importing things for cheaper prices, but overcharging like 300, 400% markup to the university hospital to buy it back.
Like there's no patriotic.
No, it's everyone for themselves.
The country not gonna.
The country can't run so Fergie. If the country can't run so,
the country can't.
The country can't.
Lee Kuan Yew. If you watch the interview with Lee Kuan Yew from Singapore, the man said them sacrificed. A group of them came together, and they said, "This is the vision we have for our country." They sacrifice. Just to see, and look at Singapore. Singapore is like the size of St. Catherine.
Yes. Thank you, Mansa. Thank you,
Mansa. They don't even have a river like we have.
Thank you, Mansa.
Of St. Catherine. And it's one of the richest countries in the world because it have people who were patriotic.
But you know what Singapore did, though? Singapore educated their folks.
Yeah.
Education was key to really get them educated and for them to understand. Yeah. Where's Jamaican education? Mark Golden said it in his budget speech. The education is dropping. Jamaica, we're supposed to be number 1. I don't want Jamaica to be number 2. I don't want Jamaica to be number 3. I need Jamaica to be number one, always. In sports, in everything. We need to be number one. And in education, we're not number one. We're not.
If we had people, patriotic Jamaicans, who were getting into politics, and they just did the same thing, we say, all right, this is the vision we have for Jamaica. Let us come together with sacrifice. Yes, you have your business outside the politics and everything and thing, but sacrifice for the next generation, the generation after you. Can look at Singapore.
Yeah.
It was very, very. I think on one of the times
they were poorer than us.
And did Lee Kuan Yew came to Jamaica one of the time in Michael Manley time, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we should be on the same level as Singapore, but we just have these. The politicians wreck the country.
But you know, the other thing though, Mansa, I thought about this, right? We're in the backyard of the USA, right? You really think the white USA is going to let this little black country surpass them? They're not.
They probably wouldn't allow it, but the situation we're in right now, we shouldn't be in this situation. When they say we got independence, we owned all these businesses and so on, all these things. We own the lands, and right now we're selling off the lands and everything. We don't.
Right, and who are they selling it to? To foreigners, right?
The same foreigners they're selling it to.
Ah.
So the situation we're in right now, I don't know. It's a terrible thing, and I'm telling you that we're just gonna be there and say we are Jamaicans, but then we're not gonna own any land.
No.
We're not gonna own any land. It's gonna be like Hawaii. You just live there. Oh, you're Jamaican, okay, but it's just a bunch of people who have no connection to Jamaica that's gonna live in Jamaica and so on. That's how I see it. The country cannot continue like that. We're gonna be worse than 80. You know? People say, "Oh, we're gonna be next. We're gonna be worse than 80."
Of course.
I think even right now, I think 80 money. I think stronger than Jamaica money too. I think right now.
Yeah, we're gonna be worse than Haiti.
And
So they confuse everyone, the population, because these youngsters don't know any better, because they're not that educated. They tell them, oh, the debt to GDP, we're 67%. Okay, Haiti has the lowest debt to GDP of any country. And where are they? Would you want to live in Haiti? Auntie Jan, you want to go live in Haiti right now?
No.
They have the lowest debt to GDP. They're like less than 20%. You want to go live in Haiti?
No.
Okay. All right. Now, mind you, Singapore has over 100 and odd % to GDP. And they're richer than us. So think about that.
Yeah, they're richer than
So
us.
Haiti is less than 20% debt to GDP.
Yeah.
Less than 20%. Do you want to live in Haiti? Do you want to go there and live?
Nope.
You have some nice party, because I see some people posting up some nice
Yeah,
party.
me know say they have a good community, but you see true when you used to for your own country already, me not think me want to live there, so.
Yeah. I don't mind own a house, but I see people from Haiti post some nice, you know, like how we have our uptown, well to do. I see them post some videos though, and I say okay. But more want to touch on the next thing. We just hear on the news. The last 12 days, no, the last 6 days, I think them say. The last 6 days, the JCF has unalived 12 people.
Yeah, them are going bad.
You kidding?
Yeah,
what?
We just hear upon I think at the 7 o'clock news, me see it, me catch them TikTok page. The last 6 days, the JCF unalive 12 people.
Them a go and bad from where they one old man then go beat up down ties man.
Auntie Jen, tell us about that. I saw that really before I came on here. I saw that quickly, but then I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, the man.
What happened?
Then go in there and ask the man, like them ask for the bad man, and he must tell him, so then if go search for the man. And the police start box him up, and box up the big 82-year-old man. And
you're kidding me.
And then go down to another community adjacent to that one, and then go analyze some people. If ever so, then take them and fling them in the Jeep back.
Oh, that's the one with the two, like a two brother.
Two brother, yeah, two brother. Yeah.
Them a throw them in the Jeep back and like him foot.
In drop and then just take him up again and fling them in. Yeah, and then go down a Manchester or somewhere about and say two goat thief and then analyze them and then pie at them and then analyze them too. I will go on in a weekend, yeah.
Wow. Because I saw the 82-year-old and I'm like, no, that can't happen.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah,
Jamaica, really?
So, let's not go with what Andrew said, the population decline. They say if Andrew them is serious about increasing the population, he even not tell Jamaicans to come home and have kids. If Andrew did serious about the population growth, increasing the population growth, Andrew would have make it clear to Chang control, I don't know if I'm still security minister, and he would have make it clear to the head of the JCF. You cannot just go around and just analyze the young people, them will not analyze. And them would have get the young men, and them would have get the woman them pregnant for increase the pop. You can't just do that. It basically, that's why I say them think. Them have a myopic thinking, them short-sighted. Because the same the two brothers that me here see them analyze, them about 18 to 20 somewhere.
It looks so nice.
Young people make mistake, you know.
That's true, man.
You're young, you know, you're young, you're impressionable, your mind impressionable. You make mistake and I say them cannot change.
They can't change.
They can't change.
All of we did make mistake when we young.
All of we make mistake when we young, you know.
Yep, all of us. Yep, that's right.
So you can't just have the thing for just go around and just analyze. Them young. All of we make mistake. Me have one point where me that go take up the same gun thing too, you know. Because it was just there, it's just where you grew up and the guns were there and you could go that route. But when me look at it and me see how many people when me know just start drop out. Me never go that route. But the JCF, you cannot just go around and you're making Jamaican people extinct. The population already a decline and you're analyzing the young people who don't have no kids yet to grow the population.
True.
And you have to think as a police, think back at your life in your young age. If you never make a mistake too. If you never go down the same route like those guys. But you change. So who to tell if those guys could, you know, carry them to jail. They might experience something in jail with them don't want to experience again and then say, you know, I'm going to change my life. And then get out of prison. And then change them life. You can't just go around and just analyze people like it. You know, them need to fix that situation.
But I don't think they're going to change, though. I really don't. I think I was just watching some other sort of documentary of this guy who went down and spoke to a couple dons or people who are associated with the gangs. And they said it. They're like, you become a don either through the counselor of the area or the MP. The MP will say you're the don, or you're just a don. You just grow up in that area, and this was recent. Like the guy just went down like last year and speaking to these guys, and he's like, yeah, the guy was like, if I paid you $500,000, would you kill someone? He's like, yeah, I would kill someone for you. That's a crazy mentality. I'm sorry. That to me is crazy right
They
now.
might do it for less on them, less on that the money. Then.
Yeah. The guy just threw out $500,000. He just threw out. The interviewer just said, "If I give you $500,000, would you unalive someone?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, I would."
Fergie. When you're young, you make some. With my example, I actually went to cars. I think I was maybe like 14, 15. And you see where I'm from, there were a lot of guns. If you wanna go down that route, there's a lot of guns.
You was pie.
And I had a friend.
Pie.
Yeah, pie.
Yeah.
And I had a friend. He had one. Young, like my age, I think I was 14, 15. And he joined the gang, and they gave him one to kind of lock off. And me and that guy was friends. That guy came, checked me one day, said, "I'm gonna look some ammunition." And me pick up myself and go. I look the ammunition for the thing. The guy have it on him. Then the person who was selling the ammunition, him pull out him personal thing, a show because it was unique. It was like one of them Soviet thing they made have. Yeah. But one of them old time Soviet thing, him have him personal thing. I must show it. I'm looking back at it now, I say, look at that mistake I make. What if police did come on and I get caught up in that? You make mistakes.
Yeah.
I was like 14, 15 years old, And it was just, if you want to get in, it was just a lot of guns if you want to get in there. So the police them supposed to look at it and say, the person young, if them commit a crime, carry them in, them go to prison, them can change them life. But stop analyzing your own people.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that strategy.
It's that mercy, but
you're right.
Back to the politics.
Yeah.
Anything else in the politics, Jen?
Well, that's the big thing now. Me see around now. I mean, I talk about them. I see the youth of the Jamaica Labour Party come out and talk about Mark Goldie need for defend himself.
Oh please, I can't stand them. They're like the oh no, they're for Apka and Marlon. No, I don't listen to none of them. They're idiots.
So that's why they
because I saw both of them came out. He should resign. No, your prime minister should resign. How about that? He's uncertified.
Exactly.
For how many years? How many years?
It will go 5 years now.
Okay. Why don't you ask him to resign? Uncertified.
No, them comfortable with that.
So you see what I mean? This is what I'm saying. It's that the country accepts this. Yeah. So you have they pick on Jack Dan. Oh my God, it's a PMP who owns this. You see what they're jealous of is that Jack Dan is a private business that's actually successful and it's run by the PMP. Yeah. So any successful business that's run by the PMP, you will always be under scrutiny. So the JLP stuff, we won't talk about because let's be honest, you're unsuccessful. Just like FinSac. So the next thing will be FinSac because FinSac is the big thing. Bring up FinSac.
Yeah.
Because they always run to FinSac. Oh, FinSac, it was so bad. No, FinSac saved the Jamaican people. It saved the Jamaican population. It was your labor rights, your lab rats, who were running these so-called banks, who were not real banks, who got the country in that mess. Thanks to your leader, your savior, your messiah, Edward George Seaga. He was the one who undid did most of those protections in the 1980s.
I want them to
But
bring out this thing
let's
now.
not go through that history. But Jack Dan, who's actually providing service to the country, and we don't know the arrangements. Oh, yeah, let's crucify Jack Dan. But the three other companies that sold all their stuff back to Huey Hospital for astronomical prices when they got the tax exemption to bring them in, oh, we won't talk about them. Okay. Okay, this is where I have a problem. That is where I have a problem.
Yeah. All right. Mansa, your closing remarks.
Closing remarks is that the any PMP, it no matter to me, PMP or GLP, any one of them in a corruption, I'm going to speak about it. And worse for the PMP, I see the PMP as a better party for run the country. So the best thing the MP, the council that them on the PMP side can do is stay out of the corruption. Just follow. Michael Manley died, a poor man, you know. But now I say we're supposed to die poor still, you know. As when you get a raise of pay, significant raise of pay, last 2 years now. I think councillor make what? How much a councillor make now? Like $500,000 something like so?
Somewhere,
a month?
A month, yeah.
Right, Jen?
Yes, about that.
Like $500,000 a month a councillor make, right? We not make good money. And we know a lot of them cannot read because we see some of them at the speech and them must struggle for read. So we not make good money and yet not have, and some of them don't have the qualification. But just not get involved in the corruption, just get the 500,000 and you use it better yourself. Build a house if you never have a house, build a house and everything there. And the politician them on the PMP side, I'm not going to support no corruption.
Yeah.
So if you get caught up in a corruption, they're going to come and speak about it. I speak about it because taxes run the country, and if we not try do tax evasion, I'm going to speak out against it. You cannot have just the poor people their taxes around the country.
Mm-hmm.
That's not me for say, Fergie. Fergie, you can't talk.
Your closing remark, Fergie.
So I'm going to disagree. I'm going to agree but disagree with Mansa. I agree with Mansa. Any corruption on any party, I'm not for. I'm not for it. However, we have to bifurcate what is business versus what is politics, right? When we're dealing with business, that's totally different. It doesn't necessarily mean it is politics. It is just simply business. And that's just probably for me because I'm in corporate America. So I have a different mindset from everyone else that lives this. And that's how it is. I live in America. It's a capitalistic country. And yeah, people don't pay taxes. They don't do this. They're supposed to, but they are laws around it, and those laws are probably supported by people in the government. Corruption really comes from the government side, the people who create the laws and maintain the laws. Doesn't really come from the private companies. Mm-hmm. It comes from the government. They're the ones. So if this is the style that you like, mm-hmm. then continue down that path. That's all I have to say. Continue down that path because it will not change until you change the government, right? Mm-hmm. Even if you're a member of parliament and you're in the opposition, that doesn't mean you're part of the government because you're not part of the government. They're not the ones making the rules. They're not the ones putting people in places. They don't have that say. They do not have that power. So it is the government that needs to be held accountable. That's all I got to say.
So before you go, my closing remarks, my question is, so The government makes some leeway for criminality and me accept it. And ongo the government must be held, but me will accept the criminality should not be held accountable.
Well, if the government allows for the criminality, that's what the government allows for.
Well, in my
It's the
closing,
people. It's the people. The
my
people
granny,
have to decide.
my granny used to say the uphold is just like the road. You know what that terms mean?
Yes.
So
Oh yeah.
in my closing, everybody guilty, everybody should be charged and set an example, make the younger generation see that we really mean change. That's my final argument. Over YouTube, what do you think? Type in your final comment. Nobody I get for you. I don't care who you is. They could have orange or green. Anybody else over YouTube want to say anything? All right, nobody else have nothing to say. So this way we're going to leave the program for tonight. And I hope and trust that God will give us breath that we see tomorrow. And if so be it, and if it's His will and we make it true, we'll join back and we'll continue have a conversation. Have yourself a great night and let your sleep be sweet. Until we meet again, I'm your girl, Auntie Jen. Bye for now. Love you all.
All right, Auntie Jen. All right, Mansa. All right, everyone.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Good night over YouTube. Thanks for joining in. Catch you later. Bye.